Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play GeoGuessr, where we have moved the schedule around slightly. Today is Thursday, would have been the American Interiors Challenge, but it wasn't posted yet, which is fine because it doesn't have a set schedule. American Interiors kind of comes up once a week-ish, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it's a lot of work to create that, so Brad can do what he needs to do, and I don't worry about that. I was going to play Solaria's Difficult Famous Places Challenge instead, and what I've discovered is that as of right now, when I'm recording this, the Google API key that GeoGuessr is using is expired, so you can't use the new GeoGuessr. At least I can't, but you can use the old one. So huzzah! We will continue. This is a challenge from Jeff Lim, by the way, World Challenge. By this point on the new one, it would have failed and said JavaScript could not load the page. Here's why. And the reason it gave was that the API was out of date. So they probably were using the 3.23 API, and now they're on 3.24, and they've deprecated it. And this is using 3.24 because it directly tied into Admiralty Lane, Admiralty Link. Admiralty, we're driving on the left? We are. And it just doesn't work. Like, any challenge I tried in the new format doesn't work, period. So we're just going to play this one by Jeff Lim. We'll move the schedule around a little bit. That's fine. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. We're still going to play. I was worried when it first started I wouldn't be able to play at all. I was like, oh my god, I'm not going to have any episode for Thursday. What the hell are we going to do? We're in Canberra, apparently. Admiralty Lane. Providing my own sound effects today. Admiralty. Canberra is large. Admiralty Lane looks big enough. I thought that said Moolah Place for a second. I was like, that's where all the money is. It is wicked warm in the office because we've turned off our air. It's October. I refuse to run the air in October. And so the windows are open in the rest of the house, but if I have the windows open in this room, one, I'll annoy everybody who's driving by because they'll hear all of this GeoGuessr business. And then two, it's noisy, right? So it will be noisy out here. It's a smart bus, SMRT. Must be from The Simpsons. I am smart, SMRT. Which doesn't make sense if I'm in Canberra. What does SMRT stand for? Regional Transit, obviously. SMRT. Endeavor Primary School. Every child matters. No child's left behind. That says Singapore. I see then. Trying to trip me up with this Canberra business, are we? Singapore's not there. Jesus. I don't know why I'm zooming in on you know where. Vietnam. Admiralty Lane. Also Admiralty Link. Admiralty. It's also possible this is using the old API, but because... No, it still has GeoGuessr as its title. I don't know what's going on, why this one works and the other one doesn't. Admiralty Lane / Link. Where are these places? Singapore is large. Is there a Canberra region of Singapore? That would be pretty excellent. Nothing looks like Canberra. I don't know. Admiralty Link, which links Admiralty Lane and Singapore Metropolitan Regional Transit, by the way, is what it seems like to me. Sembawang Drive. Sembawang Drive. Too many syllables. Sembawang Drive, the Victory Family Center. Sembawang Drive. There's just too much in Singapore. Just a lot of stuff, man. Never been. My brother-in-law has. I personally have never been. I'll admit, I'm lacking the patience today. So we're in Singapore. Way up at the north. Oh, there was a Sembawang province. Probably should have looked for that. Admiralty Lane and Admiralty Link, they were very small. There was Canberra Road. You sneaky devil. And a Canberra Secondary School. Alright, we're on Seacomer Drive. I have driven on Seacomer Drive. I don't know if I've driven on this Seacomer Drive. Looks like there's nothing here. A seagull. The sandpiper. Is this, No, this isn't what I think it is. This is something different. These are rentals. I wrote a piece called Sandpiper. It's a marimba solo. Etude, really. Texas 361. Excuse me. Sorry. The Texas 361. By the coast, right? Pretty sure that was by the coast. Coincidentally enough, it was in Texas when I wrote that piece. I was in Austin, Texas at the time for the Percussive Art Society International Convention in 2006, I think. I think that was the year it was in Austin. And that's the German flag right there. And, oh, Port Royal. Many flags. I was an exhibitor, actually. That's back when I was going to do music publishing full-time and never really took it seriously enough. I probably should go back and I could probably make money doing it. But Port Aransas, Texas. Texas is big, but its court is not. Its coast is not. And so I went there and had a great time. And part of what we did was to obviously I'm getting very distracted here. There we go. It was my gimmick was that I had myself and a composer friend of mine, and we would write pieces if you bought them, and they'd be on the fly. They were like $10 pieces, and Sandpiper was one of them. Short marimba etude, you know. You're gonna dock me 6 points, huh? Too far to the edge? Yep. Dirty cur. We're on a trail here. The gentleman is jogging. Good for you. He doesn't appear to be being chased, but he might be. He might be. That's the reason I would be jogging. Although I'm going to have to start getting into it. My wife signed us up for a half marathon in April, and I have never run a 5K, let alone a half marathon. What are we doing over here? We're just being silly? Or are you like just relaxing on your jog and now staring at the Google camera saying, what the heck are you doing? Which is fair, to be honest. Whatever park this is, they're very, very handy with the trash bins. Ooh, that was a big sign. Go back to the big sign. There was no big sign? No, there was. I just went way past it. This big sign says Aves Silvestres en el Camino de los Sauces Criollos. Criollos? Svesian? Blah, blah, blah. Ecologica. All these birds. Buenos Aires, Ciudad. The city of Buenos Aires. We're in some Buenos Airean park with water to our east. More running. I don't see anybody chasing you either, sir. Oh, are we having a little moment? Might be a little moment here. You guys are enjoying yourselves. It's a beautiful park. Mirador, Ana Maria. Verde, Ciudad Verde, the green city. Buenos Aires. On the coast. That's a park. Reserva Ecológica Costanera Sur. I don't know. Could be. That seems too far. There's more up here. Ida San Sarandi. There's like actual trails up here. Which track is this? Oh, it's the end credits of EU4. Maybe you need to start keeping track of the statistics of how many times I say, "What the hell track is this?" And it's the end credits of EU4 because that happens so often. Oh, I didn't make a mention of this at the beginning of the video. The only people who probably care about this are the ones that are going to watch the whole video anyway. Last video, we found out by accident that the final location of the challenge was the 3,000th location I have visited on GeoGuessr. I don't know if that's... I'm assuming, based on the way that we're keeping the stats, I'm just going to make a guess here. Okay. It was the northern one. That's okay. Oh, no, it was that park. It's just in a more southern location. The A365, huh? This doesn't look like a country that I would expect to see the A365, but I'll allow it. We were doing the live stream on Tuesday, and Sagittarius 998 is essentially keeping the log of all of my things, which, by the way, I could use a refresh when you have a moment, and I will eventually put this on the air. And, oh god, no, is this Russia? Oh lord. This could be the steppes. Oh, it could easily be the steppes. Okay, so he keeps the log, and I kind of keep a secondary copy. And I think the way we're talking, I've been to 3,000 locations, meaning I've done a total of 600 challenges for GeoGuessr, which is pretty good. So happy 3,000 to us. When we get to 5,000, which is 1,000 episodes of GeoGuessr, we should do something, celebrate a little bit. Have a party, have some tea. It'd be lovely. Some crumpets. Maybe I'll go to London and try and get Evan Edinger and Dodie Clark and all of those fabulous vloggers to participate in a GeoGuessr episode. It's not going to happen. But you never know. I mean, that's 400 episodes from now, so that's just about a year's worth of time when you consider I do 365 episodes in a day, and then I do at least one challenge a week. Actually, I probably do about 2 challenges, 2 to 3. I'll say 2 on average during the live stream, because the first hour is all GeoGuessr. So I would say you could probably do it in about 300 days, because that'll give you just enough weeks to really get it going. Okay, so we're entering Kyrgyzstan. Beauty. I'm going on a limb here and saying this is actually Mongolia, not Russia. That's just a guess at first blush. So 3,000 locations. I wonder how many unique ones that is. I could look at the spreadsheet. I really do want to put this online, but then I have to maintain it. I'm not going to be very good at maintaining it, honestly. I should just supply the raw file, and then every time... Oh, that's Kyle. Every time that Sagittarius sends it to me, I just re-upload the new file. Seems legitimate. Maybe once a month? I am going to look over by Mongolia, because this is what this looks like. Let's see. Do you use A roads, Mongolia? You do not appear to number your roads at all. I know Russia uses A roads, which is terrifying. Alright, A365. There's the A340. Let's take a gander here for a minute and go east. And I hope that they number higher to the east. Can we get another road? Good lord. A167. No, they don't follow any sort of logical pattern because why would they? There's the A350. There's no law or order. This road is unnumbered. Oh, no, there it goes. Give me a number. P297, which is an even smaller designation. It looks like steps. Where are the steps? It's like in here. It's like by Novosibirsk. P254. I don't know. I'm not very good at finding stuff like that, so we're just going to put it in. Oh, no, it's in Kyrgyzstan. They also use A roads. Cool. That's good to know. This whole region is just full of stuff like that. It's crazy. Kyrgyzstan I would not have gotten on my own. Obviously. Restaurante Grill Timon. Especialidad en carnes a la brasa. Pujols. Avenue Miramar. Well, it appears to be someplace Spanish speaking. Man, I feel like it's back in July again. It is so warm. Focaccia! Pizza al taglio. That's the Movistar. Can we, like, remember where we saw that? That would be so helpful. And I can't. I don't recall at all. But there appears to be a road sign here, which is going to save me. This road sign says, go to the center of the city. Best of luck to you. Ha 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 ha. Thanks. La Savina. Port Ietis. City center is straight ahead. We'll go straight. I'm too lazy. Let's go back to the start. We'll go the other way. Alright, this is toward the city center. There's water to the north. No, I didn't look at anything. I went straight to the water. I'm aware of this. Carrer Punta Prima. La Savina Motors. So we're probably in La Savina. Where is La Savina, you may ask? Ask away. You won't get an answer from me. It's the Hemingway restaurant. That doesn't help. That mofo went everywhere. He probably drank his way through every country on the planet. Mare Nostrum. I'm having a flashback to EU4. Mar de Pujols. They're long plates. It looks like it's EU style. I am still sick. I sound a little bit better, though, because I'm on better drugs. Wait a minute. These look familiar. This is when I was on in the Canaries, wasn't I? That was me trying to crack my neck. That's why I had to stop for a second. It did work eventually, but man. This This was not the way to the city center, by the way. I have taken a wrong turn somewhere, but... We're back on Miramar. Oh my god. Alright, return to start. Too lazy. Go north. Let's turn this time. Go this way. Down Kyrgyzstan. Petisa Sud. Entokars. No parking, except buses probably. Escoro. There's water this way too. Cocoa Beach. Formentera. Ristorante Pizza Pazza. You know this. If this is meant to be vertical and not horizontal, vertically that would be Aragon, which would be Barcelona. If it's horizontal, I don't remember. La Savina. There's no question we're at La Savina. There is no water this way. It looked like water. Nope, there is water this way. Stop it. We gotta read the road signs, man. You can't just blast through them. La Savina. There we go. PM 820-2. It's not the PM roads, though. Is it on Mallorca? No, that's MA. ME. And this is M something. Nope, PMV. PM 820. Are we on Ibiza? Ibiza's not the island. What's the island? Ibiza? Espujos? Aha! Espujos La Savina. Ah, I see. I think we're actually in Espujos. I think we were like right here. No, because we were like here. Yeah. Oh, that's a perfect score. Nice. Vegas to Ibiza. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. Hey, that's pretty top notch right there, other than Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan is, you know, what it is, but I feel pretty good about the rest of those, Jeff. Thanks for sending them in. Especially, thank you for using the old GeoGuessr format, or I would not have been able to have a video live for Thursday, and that was terrifying me. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go 3,000 videos, or 3,000 locations, and then on the very next video, nope, sorry, you got nothing. So we do have a video for today. Thank you, Jeff, for sending one in. If this problem is not fixed by tomorrow, we'll have another one from Jeff because he's got a backlog of 3 of them right now, and I know they're going to work. So we might have a lot of Jeff in the future, but I'd imagine that when they wake up in Sweden this next morning, it will be fixed. But for now, it's not. So if you'd like to send in your own challenge, now apparently is a great time because we can't play the original site. But, oh, excuse me. You can do what Jeff did, which was go to geosetter.com. That's GeoSettr.com. You put in 5 locations, it gives you a link. That link, then you send me over a private message on YouTube, and I will add you to the channel. If you don't know how to send a private message on YouTube, by the way, which I didn't until very recently, you go to my About page, and then you can send me a private message from that location. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.